Which of the following inequalities is correct? Okay. So let's draw another line. So we have point A is one hash mark to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hash marks. A. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8 hash marks, and point A is here. Point B is 1, 2, 3 hash marks to the right of the 0. 1, 2, 3. So this is point B. And point C is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hash marks to the right of the 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is point C. Okay, which of the following inequalities is correct? Choose one answer. A. Negative A is greater than negative B. So negative A is here. This is negative A. Is it greater than negative B? Negative B is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So negative B is 1, 2, 3. Okay, so sorry. I accidentally put the positive B on the 4th hash mark. It should be on the 3rd. So this is point B. 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. And C is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so negative B is 3 steps to the right of the 0. So negative B is 1, 2, 3 steps to the left of the 0. So negative A is indeed greater than negative B because it is to the right of negative B. So this is correct. A is greater than C. This is obviously not true because A is to the left of C. C is greater than A. So option B is not correct. And negative A, is it greater than A? No, because negative A is to the left of the 0 and A is to the right of the 0. Okay, we want the following inequality to be true. Okay. So let's say each hash mark is of 5. So this is negative 5, this is negative 10, this is negative 15, and this is negative 20, and this is 5, 10, 15, and 20. And we want the absolute value of x to be greater than the absolute value of negative 10. So the absolute value of negative 10 is here. This is the absolute value of negative 10 because it's the distance of the number from 0. And this is the 0. Which of the following are possible values for x? Choose all answers that apply. X equals negative 17. So the absolute value of negative 17 is 17, which is it's about here. So negative 17, the absolute value is 17, and 17, the absolute value of 17 is indeed greater than the absolute value of 10 because it is to the right of the absolute value. So if x equals negative 17, then this expression is true. The absolute value of negative 17 is 17. 17 is greater than the absolute value of negative 10, which is okay. X equals negative 1. So the absolute value of negative 1 is here. This 1. This is the absolute value of negative 1. And the absolute value of negative 1 is not greater than the absolute value of negative 1 because the absolute value of negative 1 is to the left of the absolute value of negative 10 on the number line. So option B is not correct. X equals 11. The absolute value of 11 is here. So this is the absolute value of 11. And it is indeed greater than the absolute value of negative 10 because it is to the right of the absolute value of negative 10. So the option C is also correct. Okay. In his bank account, Jean-Paul has a balance of $0. His friend Albert has a bank balance of a negative $11.10. Which friend's bank account has more debt? So of course, Albert has more debt because Jean-Paul has no debt. He has no money, but he has no debt. And Albert has a debt of $11.10 to the bank because his balance is negative. So Albert has more debt. Okay. Rich friend's bank balance has a greater absolute value. Okay. So the absolute value of Albert's bank account is 11.10 because the absolute value of negative 11.10 is 11.10. So Albert's bank balance has a greater absolute value than Jean-Paul's. So it's okay. If f equals negative 0.4, then the opposite of f is 0.4. Okay. Because f is negative, so the opposite of f is positive on the other side of the 0. So the opposite of negative 0.4 is positive 0.4. Hiba's account balance is $29.17. Noor's account balance is negative $11.99. Which account matches each expression? Has a greater balance. Okay, Hiba, because Hiba's balance is positive and Noor's account is negative, so Hiba has a greater balance. And Noor has more debt because although the absolute value is less than Hiba, this balance is negative, so Noor has more debt. Note, banks use negative balances to represent an account with debt, and positive balances to represent an account that contains value. Okay. Okay, so Hiba, he has money in her account, and Noor has no money and she is in debt. Okay. Good. So in the next video, I've completed the quiz and I'm moving on to the next section, which is coordinate plane. And once I complete the videos and the reviews, then I will do this practice. This will be in the next video. Points on the coordinate plane.